Hello and welcome back to Felsbrunn. So we're just on our way back to the last field of soil we've got to harvest. We've already done the other bit. I'm just on my way back from selling that load. So we've got a nice bit of money in our bank account again now. So this is our last field to do. This one is fully fertilised and no weeds in it. So it should give us better yield than the last bit. So what I'm planning on doing is just parking this up beside the trees, getting on the combine and making a start on going around the headland once on here. So this isn't actually the video you're supposed to be getting. It's supposed to be on the other bit of soil, but there's so much lag issues on the server that the video is unwatchable. Unfortunately, I had to stop recording it. It seems to have sorted itself out for the most part now. So we'll go around the headland once, then we're going to put a helper on this and we're going to go off subsoiling. Once the helper carries on with this field. It's a good thing with soybean, it doesn't yield as well as a cereal crop, so we don't really need to be with the trailer all the time. I'm really liking this combine. There is a new version of this out now. It came out on Friday, so we will be updating that, and that's looking at the log for the new one. It seems to update the straw chopper issues with this and one or two other bits, along with putting another couple of models of Lexion in the pack. I think it's the 760 and the 770, along with two other header options, which I believe is the 900 and the 1050, along with the 875 corn header. So that'll be getting swapped onto here as soon as possible. It's starting to get a nice bit of wear on the header on here now. It's looking quite realistic how it's worn in the middle. Paint is coming off it. So you can see the lifters there got the paint off the top of them as well. Exactly how they would wear on the real combine. It certainly meant we could get on a bit quicker with our canola and soybeans than we would have done with a 25-foot John Deere, which is good. It's meant we've been able to sell the crop while the price is up higher. More money in our account straight away to reinvest in either fields or machinery as the need arises. I know we've now got to go and do some lime spreading down CV for certain. So we need to get done on our land first. So this field doesn't need ploughing or any lime or anything, but the field behind us does. As does our new field, what was oats to the left where we're working at the moment. So I've got to get those two done first. So once I take another load of soya down to sell, I'll probably bring a load of lime back to tip in the field up here. Might as well kill two birds with one stone. I know that CV Farm are already getting lime into the fields down there ready for us to do for them. So I have to take our loader down there unless they're going to load us up and make their loader available to us, if they have one. It's quite common practice in this area for the spreader tractor to be fitted with a loader. The operator would have to keep taking the spreader off to fill himself up. So it's completely self-contained that way. So any small misbits we will get at the end. Don't want to waste any of this because it's worth nearly £3,000 per 1,000 litres. So by the time all this is done, we really will have a nice amount in the bank. Question is, what do we do with it once the loan is paid off? More fields or more machinery? We're pretty much sorted for machinery, I think. That is, unless we look at going into other crops. So you see there's just a little bit laggy still at the moment, but nowhere near as bad as it was earlier. I was trying to do this earlier, the combine suddenly froze, then took off at a vast rate of knots down the field. So I thought I'd best to abandon that little project. So once we get up this end, we'll empty out whatever's in the grain tank. Then we'll set off back down that side of the field and put a helper onto the job. Let's get the unloading auger out. I'm not sure if there's any options regarding that in the new version of this mod. I'll have a look once it gets uploaded. So it's nice having such a big trailer, especially now we've got this bigger combine with the grain tank on it. Sort of good 2.5 tankfuls in there. Probably plant some more trees down beside this road through the middle there as well now, in the near future. So just get this line back up here. Put a helper pack on the job. We'll have a quick sprint across to the farm where the Vulture is sitting with the subsoiler on it. So the subsoiler is a new purchase, it's the AgriStem Cully Plough. We have made a start with it. So it didn't quite go according to plan earlier. So the plan is just to do this little rectangle in here at the back of the yard, up to the corner of the trees there. The weeds have started to grow since we started doing this, unfortunately. They weren't there a few minutes ago. So as they're slowly spawning across this field, it's obviously going to mean some of this field is going to, what your subsoil is going to get covered in, and the other bit isn't. So I imagine we'll start to see them spawning behind us at some point, or in front of us as we go back down the field. So I thought we'd use the Vulture for this job, as it has been used much lately, but will be in the near future, as we've got one field which needs ploughing. That being the new field what had oats on it. Again, anything we miss we will get finishing off, or in the meantime. So just keep working our way across towards the corner of the trees. We'll go around the corner on the barn there. Common practice to subsoil at 90 degrees to the tram lines in certain cases. Certainly what we're going to do here. So 90 degrees to the way the combine travelled. This goes across the wheelings. If you were going to plough the field, it'd be 90 degrees to the way the plough is going to travel as well. Fields always plough better then. Otherwise you'll find the plough tries to follow the subsoil normally. And there go the weeds. Rapid growth. Through the bank account would grow as quick as the weeds do on here. And not just the in-game bank account. So the plan is once this bit is done, head back to the combine. But long term on this field it'll be direct drilled with the Vardestat straight to the stubble. So let's back up and get that bit. Not something we've ever done in real life. In recent history is ploughed behind rape. Tends to bury any viable seed then, which comes back to haunt you later. It's always best to leave it lying on the top where it can germinate and be taken care of by herbicides or other methods. I'm not sure whether we'll put a strip of grass around the outside the field as well, maybe. Just give us a space to plant another row of trees if necessary. Because these ones are definitely going to have to be felled sooner or later and dealt with. So there should be some good money then when they come down. Just don't want to lose trees altogether from around the fields. So this is going to take a little while. What I'll do is a brief time lapse of the next few bits for you. And then we'll come back when I'll nearly finish this patch of field. I'll see you in a few minutes. So just going up the field. That's probably going to be the last time. Headlands are now all done. This was the only bit that needs subsoil, so we haven't got to worry about the rest of the field at the moment. The whole lot will be ploughed at a later date anyway. So we'll head back across to the trailer now, because I imagine the combine's waiting for us. Just want to get this field finished first. So rather than walk across, we'll take the tractor this time. You see both these fields, left and right, have got weed infestation. One on the left has been cultivated as well. Looks like the weeds have even started growing behind where we're combining on here. Right, so stop this one, hop across into 6250 now. Try not to walk into the front way on the way over there. Let's go and empty the combine out, that's waiting for us. Just as well the chopped straw doesn't act as fertiliser in FS19 currently. Otherwise we'd have very stripy fertilisation on this field with that one. I'll just stop this here. Just take the worker off the combine so we can empty out. A very dirty combine now by the looks of it. So let's put this in the back of the trailer. So you can't see all this field fitting in this trailer somehow. Put the updated link to this mod in the description again. I did with the last Felsbrunn video, so if anyone wants it they can retrieve it from there. As I said in the last video, just be a bit careful about using the mod host website. Anything hosted on there itself is normally fine, it's the external sites just be a bit wary of. So you rarely see the weeds up and down there now. I know that one needs ploughing, so we'll soon take care of them. We'll get drilling straight behind the plough on there. So let's set ourselves off back up the field now. Get up to near level with the vulture, then put a worker back on there so we can walk across the vulture, but that's where we'll be leaving it for today's video anyway. I'll leave the helper to finish this off. I'll go and start a few other bits and pieces that need doing on the farm. I think this combine's been a worthwhile investment anyway. Still not sure what to do about the vultures. It's a nice track, but I'm not the biggest fan of it, especially that screen to the right in there, right in the line of vision. So that may go still. But for now, that's where we'll leave this video. So thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please remember to like and subscribe. and I will see you in the next one, hopefully. Goodbye for now.